Yo, yo, yo. All right, can you hear me? You can hear me? All right. Um, see, I can't hear. Okay. All right, for sure. So we're gonna go ahead on and I gotta change the setting to public because let's see, it may not be on public. So let me change the setting right here. Edit pose. We're gonna change it to public. All right. I'm changing it to public, and then we're gonna get live. All right, all right, all right, all right. We live, and Daddy is on. Who do I think won so far? So far, the Phoenix Suns. So far, the Phoenix Suns won free agency so far. Danny, you here? You hit? All right. Okay. All right. So I gotta add. I'm trying to add Danny on. I'm trying to add him on. He hears me, but I can't. Uh, I'm trying to add him. All right. There we go. There we go. So far, who do I think won the NBA free agency so far? Yeah, Phoenix Suns. That question popped up in the chat. Phoenix Suns definitely won the NBA free agency so far. In my personal opinion, they went out and got Bradley Beal. They got Seth. No, they didn't get Seth Curry. They got Gordon on their team. So they retained DeAndre Ayton. So to me, they're the deepest on paper in the Western Conference, but I don't necessarily know if that's going to translate to win the championship. You let me know what you think, then on that one.
I mean, do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. We
Yeah,
good
I
now.
mean, I agree with you. On paper, it looks good, but once again, my point is, what happens to the defense? How you stop Jokic? How do you? Just yeah, they got a deep team. They added Gordon. He can shoot the ball from three. Um, they added Bradley. They added Beal. But it's just like again, like they lost Chris Paul, but they have no defense. And then I don't know if they're gonna bring back Biombo, which he's good. He's really good, a rim protector. But they look good on paper. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they do. I'm not sure about Biombo, but I know like I said, they play a lot of ISO basketball. So that was one of my problems with KD teams. Any team that KD is on is heavily ISO, and so when he was in Golden State, I feel
Right.
like the success was because they played team basketball,
Right.
and you really couldn't prepare just for one person.
Right.
So I don't know. Denver has won a championship, and they're a team. So they have it together as a team.
Right.
And just because we've been seeing this because you put a whole bunch of players together doesn't necessarily mean they're going to
Nah.
win the NBA championship.
No, absolutely not.
Uh,
Absolutely not.
so someone says, I still trust Golden State Warriors and the Denver team chemistry compared to the Phoenix Suns. Golden State has a system. They have the same system. They don't change it for
They
years. And if you think about it, a lot of teams or teammates have gone in and out of Golden State since 2015, right?
right.
And that system has kept them in the playoffs for some time and winning championships. So you could be correct, but Golden State is old right now.
Golden State, listen, Golden State, the only move that they made in free agency was they gave Draymond Green 4 years, $100 million. They lost Devin Vincenzo. They lost him. They haven't made any other moves yet. They're
And
old, they got an old team. Although you said you talk about system, that's right. They have a system like the Spurs, but they have not made any moves. They didn't make one move. The only big move that they made was Draymond Green. And I knew they were gonna give him that money because when they let Jordan Poole go, it was either Draymond walks or they keep Jordan Poole. So what
yeah,
they did was they gave Draymond 100 million, and then they saved money on Poole.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So you think Draymond is like a cancer to the team?
Absolutely, that
Yeah,
he's that vocal point. Honestly, to tell you the truth, with the new CBA a new agreement, I don't know how they're gonna be able to keep Clay, Curry, and Draymond. You know what I mean? So next year Clay Thompson is going to be a free agent, and they're gonna have to make some big decisions next year in 2024 free agency. Next year is gonna be a big class. You got uh Giannis as well too. He's a free agent. But like I said, I was very surprised with the Warriors. They didn't make any moves. And they lacked in in their depth. They lacked in their depth. Like what killed them against the Lakers was the fact that they didn't have any rim protector. That's why Anthony Davis was able to basically grab a lot of boards, and the Lakers were able to go to the line as much because, I mean, they were just eating them on the board. So if I was them, I would try to go out there and get Plumlee is still available, Mason Plumlee.
Okay.
Christian Wood is still available.
Okay.
Which I'm really surprised he's still available, but I think is money.
Yeah.
You got Biyombo still available. You got a couple of players that are still available that I think the Warriors should go and get. They need a big man.
Yeah. Someone says Golden State just needs to get Dario Saric and another big body, because without bigs, it wouldn't be easy enough to beat Denver.
I agree.
Well,
I agree.
I personally think that they could still beat Denver. Here's my take. Now, I got a little twist to it. We see how many games did the Lakers beat the Warriors in? Was it 6?
They beat them in 6, yeah.
They beat them in 6. There was still, and I think this is the reason Van Gundy got let go on ESPN. A lot of people got let go of ESPN. I don't really know how I'm going to feel about the NBA next year, because they let go a lot of TV personalities.
Yeah, but that was due to money, and I mean they let Keyshawn Johnson go, they let Max Kellerman, they let Van Gundy, Jalen Rose, but that was due to budget cuts, and I had ESPN got a big contract with Disney, so
yeah, they help shape the culture, and the reason why I'm going there is because Van Gundy. We no longer have to. Van Gundy was kind of a fair commentator when it comes down to certain things, because he was a coach before.
Right.
And he said, "Listen, Golden State was kind of getting screwed around a little bit on some of these calls, okay?
Right.
And the Lakers were going to the free throw line a hell of a lot versus them. And I made videos on this, and I showed there were a lot of phantom calls and things.
Right.
They tried this in the Denver series, right? They did try this in the Denver series, but like you said, I feel like Jokic was a problem. But even when Jokic got put in foul trouble, they were just too deep, because they had 2 centers they didn't even really play. That was on the bench, and and DeAndre Jordan and Thomas Bryant.
Right.
They were just too deep, and the Golden State Warriors made a very, very, very bad mistake, and that mistake was they let go of James Wiseman. There's something going on with the development of younger players. Go back to all the players we had. Remember Jordan Bell? They had you got Poole. You had a lot of players come through Golden State that were younger, and they just did not develop these players because they're in win now mode. And I understand being in win now mode, but even after you win now, you still got Steph Curry to retain and possible Klay Thompson, and they can't carry the Warriors forever. They they need some younger. So the Lakers got younger. The Lakers did get younger.
The Lakers got younger, but that's another team. Again, I love the Lakers. I'm a LeBron fan. I love LeBron, but I don't believe the Lakers. I don't believe that team is suitable to go into the finals. And I believe this is what I believe. One of the things that they lack in, again, is a rim protector. They have no rim protector. Okay, they went out. They got Gabe Vincent, which okay. Then they went and they got Prince from the Timberwolves. Then they went out and they got what's this guy's name?
Haynes.
Which,
he was one of the best. He's one of the best. He's a good protector. He's a good
Haynes is good, but he still hasn't lived up to his potential, from the draft.
Okay.
So again, like, I look at this team. I think Rob Pelinka did a hell of a good job. I think he did an amazing job. But I feel like if they added a Christian Wood, which I don't think they have the money for it, if they went out and got maybe Dwight Howard, maybe possibly, I just think at the end of the day, what's gonna kill the Lakers is again, the lack of rim protector. Like, I mean, Vando cannot play. Vando, he's more of a 3 versus a 4. Vando,
Okay.
Hachimura can play the 4. But what happens when Anthony Davis? Because we all know Anthony Davis is not going to be able to play the whole season. We know that already.
Yeah.
And that's why LeBron is really upset. And I seen that you posted on a comment on your page, and you had said like, "Oh, well, was LeBron?" No, look, when the Lakers went, when LeBron wanted Anthony Davis, when LeBron wanted Anthony Davis, when LeBron wanted Anthony Davis, they went out. Magic Johnson, Rob Pelinka, they went out and they tried to make a trade.
Yeah.
When they got Anthony Davis, the Lakers gave a lot of young, talented players away for one man.
Yeah.
One man. And the reason why the Lakers did that was because Anthony Davis is supposed to be the future of the franchise. LeBron James is done. His career is done already. He's out the door. He's only waiting for his son to come and play. He did what he had to do, regardless of what people say or not. His career is done. But I don't believe that the Lakers should give Anthony Davis that 3-year, $165 million until they see what he's gonna bring during this season. Because that's a lot of money, man.
Right. Well, he was one of their best players in the postseason. And that's just the modern NBA. When you think about the modern NBA, health is the big factor with all these players, because I'll give you a prime example. I was gung-ho on Zion Williamson. The Zion Williamson has not played. He's not been available, or even when it seems like they cleared him to play, he didn't come back to play. And so I was very disappointed in Zion this year. And then, now, I'm not knocking what he's doing as a young man, but now he has a stalker on his hands with Mariah, Mills, and she's putting a pregnancy test, and he's got all this going on, you know what I'm saying, with this drama, and stuff like that. And granted, he's rich, so he's probably gonna have rich sex with some of the best, porn stars out there. That's his business. But my thing is like, man, you don't have to work for the money that you're receiving anymore, because they just lay all this money at you. They throw it down at you. And Michael Jordan said this on the Oprah Winfrey Show. He said, we earned every penny of the money that we got. Charles, Barkley, all those guys, they came to play, man. And then when they got those big contracts eventually, that's because they had earned it. Now, the problem we have now is players like Zion, they got that bag right away just off potential. And now Zion is not even available to even play, man. He's overweight. He's not in shape. You think about this, like, we not athletes, but we go to the gym and we work out. Like, how much work ethic is he putting into his craft, trying to get better?
That's the same thing I'm saying about Anthony Davis. Like, me personally, if I was the Lakers, if I was Jeannie Buss and I was Rob Pelinka, I would have picked up the phone to see what I could have got for Anthony Davis. Now, I'm probably not gonna get a lot, but I can get draft picks. You know what I would have done? I would have traded Anthony Davis to Portland with a draft pick, Beasley, for Damian Lillard.
Okay.
That's what I would have done. And then I probably would have signed Mason Plumlee or something like that to a vet minimum. Listen, man. I'm very surprised, man. I'm very surprised that what's this guy? Not Bane. This guy from the Memphis Grizzlies.
Oh, Ja with the gun, yeah.
No, not Zion. Not Zion. I mean,
Ja.
No. What's that guy that played LeBron in defense? I forgot his name.
Oh, you talking about Brooks, right?
Yeah, Brooks got 4 years, $80 million. Okay, in Houston Rockets, and Russell Westbrook only got $8 million.
Yeah. I'm thinking it's something
that,
there.
I don't get that.
Russ took a lot of disrespect with LeBron. I like that comment. LeBron's a girl. Someone put that's funny on it. He took a lot of. LeBron does have some diva ways. Okay, he got some diva ways, and because Westbrook played with LeBron, it took some of his stock value down because you know LeBron's not that dude like Jordan and Kobe when they come to losing. They own responsibility to themselves and say, you know what, I'm the leader of this team. I got to be better so my teammates can get better. But see, LeBron has had times where he's thrown this person under the bus and thrown that, and he's made sarcastic remarks, and you just read between the lines. And so, a lot of times, with true LeBron fans, they will come up with all type of excuses, and those excuses end up hurting the players around LeBron. So now Westbrook has got so much bad criticism. Oh my God, they talked about his family. Uh, he's been called the N word. He's been called everything under the books. And so now that it's up for renewing his contract or getting an extension, he gets $8 million, and it's like you telling me that Brooks is better than Westbrook? Not even, not even, man.
He had a Westbrook had a better, Westbrook, his playoff run last season was really great. I mean, when Paul George and Kawhi went down, I mean, he did his thing. That's another trio. I'm really surprised that the Clippers did not break up that trio. And like honestly, like, I mean, this is the same team that has not played in the last 4 seasons. They have not even played a full season together. They're always injured. There's always something going on. Remember, I told you about Chris Paul and this guy from the point guard from the Suns. They always injured. I'm surprised they didn't break that. I'm surprised. And then James Harden, where do you think James Harden is gonna end up at?
James Harden, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm comparing the life or the time that I grew up watching. I grew up in the Mike and the Magic eras. Okay, as a matter of fact, Magic Johnson has one of the best TV documentaries that I've watched called Winning Time, Showtime. Go check that out because season 2 is coming in August, and we live in a crazy world, man. And so, if you want some inspiration and you want some hope, definitely go watch that, man, because it just shows you like the difference, man, in the time we lived in. Like I grew up where you see the old granddads and stuff. They go to work, man. They didn't miss no days. That's just how it was, and they worked that one job. Mike was on that team with the Chicago Bulls since 1984, right? And then he went to Wizards. That was like for fun, you know what I'm saying? Because things didn't work out with the Bulls. And so I'm saying this about James Harden is because James has played for Houston. Then he's gone over to Brooklyn. Now he went from Brooklyn to the 76ers. And this culture that we live in today is like a quitting culture, a quitting mentality. Like no one wants to hang in and work hard and stick to anything and commitment to anything too much if things are not working the way they want it to work, and they just give up. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, well, things didn't work in Brooklyn, I'm out. Things didn't work in Houston, I'm out. One season with the 76ers, and it didn't work out. And so now, if James Harden goes to, the rumors are, to the Clippers or possibly to the Knicks, I don't see that working either, because if he goes to the Clippers, how are you going to play him, Westbrook, Paul George, and Kawhi Leonard? Is he going to bring that same mentality to him that he has to the Clippers, where if things ain't working out, it's over with? And see, I'm used to the era of hard work and dedication, and I don't like all these super teams. I don't like all these super teams, man. I don't like it. That's just me. It don't excite me. What Denver did, that excited me because they were playing this way for years. They could have won a championship a long time ago, but they had injuries, and then it finally worked this time.
Yeah, so, I just Harden. I believe. I don't know, man. I believe Harden gets traded. I just don't know where. And if I'm Embiid, I would request for a trade, honestly.
Oh yeah.
If I'm
Oh yeah.
if I'm Embiid, I believe Embiid needs to win a championship. He's long overdue. He's like
Overdue.
a Damian Lillard. He works hard, and then towards the end of the season, he catches an injury because of all the hard work that he puts during the regular season. But
Yeah.
I believe that if I was Embiid, I would go into that front office and I will request for a trade, breaking news, request for a trade. And I mean, it's just they need to break that up, man. I think they need to start fresh, the 76ers organization with Maxi, and they need to build around him. Um, you know, yeah, it's very unfortunate. It's like, let's talk about Denver Nuggets, right? I seen you posted up a post. Denver Nuggets was not able to match Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown ended up walking, got
Yes.
money
Yes.
to Indiana Pacers.
Yes.
Then I'm looking yesterday on Instagram and I see Jeff Green went to Houston.
Oh,
So
really?
Jeff Green left. Yeah, he got signed by Houston.
See, that's what I'm saying right there. So you lose two valuable components
Yeah,
to your championship
yeah.
organization. That right there shows me that Denver is not gonna repeat right there. Now,
Like they lost. Jeff Green was a person that could give you 10 points a game. On a good night, he could give you 10, 12 points a game, even 15. And Bruce Brown pretty much was a knock and stop shooter. Like he was a key aspect of them winning that championship. So they just lost two players. And then they didn't get anything in return.
that's what I'm saying. But see, now I know the money is bigger, but in the time where I was growing up, if you won with the Bulls, the thing they would do was run it back.
Run it back, of
Bring me
course.
back Ron Harper. Bring me back Randy Brown. Bring me
Yeah,
back the same team.
yeah,
as
they
much
run
as
it
possible,
back.
and run it back as a team. Now the
Um,
money is so annoying. So you know
when
what I
I
mean?
seen Jeff Green, I was like, wow, like, you know, but
The
they didn't.
era of repeating might come to an end. Someone says, "Yeah, well, the you need it, the era you need it, open it. The era of repeating could come to an end." Yeah, that you're right about that because now these guys, and I get it. You got to feed your family. You know, it's all about the money. I understand the money is the number one thing. So if you're in the opportunity, you know, because that same thing, the player can get injured the next season and he may not be able to get that type of money.
Exactly.
You know, but it's kind of frustrating because the fans have to wonder, man, if we would have kept these two together for one more season,
What could have happened?
what could happen? So I didn't know that Jeff Green left because
Jeff
Jeff Green
Green,
was
he was a key aspect to that team, to that championship. Jeff
right,
Green
right.
coming
So
off the bench. He came off the bench, but I mean, he was producing. He did his thing. He grabbed a couple of rebounds. He had, you know, a couple of threes. Bruce Brown was another person knocking down threes. D'Angelo Russell could not guard Bruce Brown. They didn't have Darvin Ham did not have any recipe to stop Jokic, but he didn't have any recipe to stop Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown was just on fire. He was
yeah,
on fire.
yeah. Well, they got that other guy. They have another guy. I got his name, man. He's a young guy, and they're probably thinking that he's going to take Bruce
Right,
Brown's place. You know what I'm
right,
saying? He came in and he was giving that energy off the bench. Because I
right,
kept
right.
saying, why don't they play Thomas Bryant? But they kept playing this one guy. I can't
Thomas
think of his.
Bryant left too.
Yeah, he's in Miami, right? Or where? No.
Miami, yeah.
No,
Miami
Miami.
picked him up. Yeah.
Okay, Miami picked him up. So you know, there you go, right there. I mean, they're not going to repeat then because now their depth on the bench is lacking, and that's the killer to these organizations. Is like they win a championship, and all of a sudden money comes in. Like money's the root of all evil, and it's like it just destroys everything right then and there because it's like, you know, I got my ring, I got to get my bag, and you know, I agree with you, mate. Now I'm really disappointed. I think that the New Orleans Pelicans need to break it up.
Of course.
Cut the Zion's, you know, listen, like like Stephen A. Smith said, he was like, okay, we've been wondering what's been happening to Zion and why he has hamstring issues. But now we know why, because he's been engaged in this affair with with this porn star. And you know, he blown out a few hamstring muscles. And no wonder why he can't get on the court and play. His hamstring is always he don't want to play, man, because he's engaged in, you know, some you know what I'm saying? But it's like, okay, how you know the Pelicans had Jeff. They had what is it? Ingram, Josh Hart. They had a great team surrounding him
Yeah.
to win. Now they
Yep.
don't have that. Now it's like, you know what I'm saying?
They had Kuzma.
They had Kuzma. They had all these people. But you know,
Kuzma
now
just signed a big deal with Washington.
it just not a big deal. They signed a big deal with Washington, man. So it's like next season we may not get to see what the Pelicans. I'm gauging this now. The Pelicans are probably not going to be good next season.
Nah.
If we just look at the West, it's probably going to be the Lakers.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be Suns and Denver up there. Lakers fall in with like Warriors because, like I said,
Yeah, Warriors.
if they don't get, the Lakers need like a solid rim protector. If it was me, I would have traded Russell, Mo Bamba, Russell, Malik Beasley, and a first-round pick to the Pacers for Buddy Hield and Turner.
Okay. That's
But
fair.
that probably would have never happened because at the end of the day, over the luxury tax, the Lakers do not want to go over the luxury tax. The Suns right now, they got to pay fines because they went over that luxury tax.
Right. And if they don't win, if the Suns don't win, Kevin Durant and me, I'm done with Kevin Durant because a lot of people, you know, criticize LeBron, which, you know, I'm one of those people that criticize LeBron because he was like, I'm not saying he was the first to do this, but
Right.
he was kind of the first in this time frame
Right.
to really kick this off. Okay.
Right.
Well, it was Paul Pierce and it was
Kevin Garnett. It was Ray Allen. Then you had Big Ben. You had Rasheed Wallace. You had Rick Hamilton. You had Chauncey Billups and Tayshaun Prince.
Yeah.
That was, you know, that was like, I mean, they were monstrous. But like I said, at the end of the day, the Suns got a better team than the Lakers on paper. They got a better team. They don't have no bench, but they got a better team than the Lakers.
Well, they just picked up somebody. They just got your boy Gordon.
They got Gordon today, maybe 4 hours ago. They got Gordon.
They got Gordon. And what was TJ Warren still on the team?
TJ Warren, I don't know. I don't believe so.
Okay, but
I don't believe so.
I seen 2 picks. They got the 3-point sniper from Brooklyn. They got a 3-point sniper, the Asian guy.
Oh yeah, him. Yeah, him.
So that's 2. So it's like, okay, all they need to do is get a backup big for DeAndre.
And they got Aiden. Aiden is there still. I thought they were gonna trade Aiden.
But here's, in all fairness though, man, the small ball has killed a lot of the centers' livelihood because Aiden don't get the ball like he should. There's so many times he's under the paint, he's open, and he don't get the chance to put the ball in the rim because they find the 3-pointers.
Aiden, I think Aiden should have got traded to Dallas to play with Kyrie and Luka.
Aiden got paid. Okay, now speaking of, you brought the name up. Okay, so Kyrie re-signed with the Dallas Mavericks. I thought the Dallas Mavericks were smarter than that. Kyrie got his bag. We don't know if he's going to play all seasons, long because Kyrie.
You know why they did that, right? You know why they did that? They did no. LA didn't have the money for that. LA did not have the money to sign Kyrie. But I believe the reason why they gave Kyrie the bag, and also, I mean, well, in all reality, for Luka not to walk, because I believe if they didn't re-sign Kyrie or get a player that was equivalent to Kyrie, like a star, Luka probably would have requested for a trade. And I still believe, I feel that Luka is probably gonna end up in a Jazz.
In a Jazz in the future.
Yeah, because his best friend plays over there. What's that guy from
Laurie.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Dallas, 2 years ago, Dallas was in the Western Conference Finals going against the Golden State Warriors.
Right, correct.
They blow up their team and get rid of Jalen Brunson, send him to New York, and they downsize in the front court, and then they pick up Kyrie Irving. Okay, Kyrie Irving can score off the ball all over the place. My problem with Kyrie Irving is he's too small. Kyrie Irving is not a great defender. So that killed the Dallas Mavericks not having that big. Luka is not playing defense. So Luka is playing on one side of the ball. He don't understand that he has to play defense. And Kyrie Irving, he'll probably try to give you some effort on defense. He's just not a good defender. And with that being said, Dallas is going to be in the same place next season because they downsized in their front court and they didn't get better. I wouldn't have resigned Kyrie Irving back for that amount of money. And him and Luka, how do they coexist on the same team? We saw these problems because they both need the ball in their hands to succeed. Luka is that team is built around him, but Kyrie Irving, he needs the ball too, so he has to play off the ball, or you're going to have problems where they can't play at the same time. So Mark Cuban, I don't know why he did that. I don't like Jason Kidd as a coach, and I'm disappointed in the Dallas Mavericks.
Dallas ain't going nowhere.
They're not going anywhere.
Dallas is not going nowhere. Cavaliers, they made some good trades. They got better. Cavaliers. Utah got better too.
Well, they picked up
Collins,
but I'm not sure if they necessarily got better because Collins is sort of Utah has always been known for, even in the time of when Michael Jordan played, it was Stockton and Malone. They played a lot of motion offense and they played a lot of ball moving. The ball moved around. Jeff Hornacek, and so Coach Malone kept those things going, and so that system is still the same, sort of the same system that they played. Right. That's why they were having success against the Lakers this season when they start moving the ball around, because it's tiresome if your cardio is not up and you got to keep chasing people off of screens and shutting them down off of screens and defending them off of screens. That gets to be complicated. So now you got a player, Collins, who plays on one side of the basketball also. He plays iso ball like Kevin Durant, but he does not play defense. And so because Collins does not play on the defensive end, I don't think that it's going to be good for Utah. And I think the Utah Jazz will be just another team in the West who does not make the playoffs next season. They got the potential to do it, but I don't think that they will actually do it.
Yeah. There's a lot of teams that, like the Knicks. The Knicks, I don't know what they did. They gave Obi Thompson.
Gave him what?
He left. I think he went to. He went somewhere. Obi went somewhere.
Yeah, he got it.
Magic's or some. He went to some team. Yeah, I mean.
What about your Bulls? What about your Chicago? What about your Bulls? Your Chicago Bulls?
Bulls, they didn't do nothing. Like
it did.
I just seen that. I just seen right now the Bulls. What they did was they got some insurance rights off of Lonzo.
Yeah.
So I mean, because Lonzo, they saying that he's gonna come back, but they saying that he might be out for the season again. So I don't know. Wow. But
Obi Toppin went to Indiana. He said Obi Toppin went to Indiana.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, man, I think this week there'll be some more moves. I mean, everybody's just holding their breath to see where Dame Lillard's gonna go. And I think once Dame goes, I think then things will probably start. Other players like Harden. I don't know, man. I think now that Dame left, I think a lot of players like Embiid, they're like possibly gonna ask for a trade as well too, man. Because, I mean, it's time to go, man. Like you just finished saying, like back in your day, when you had Jordan and Jordan never wanted to team up with Magic. Jordan never wanted to team up with Isaiah. He never wanted to team up with Shaquille. He never wanted to team up with these guys because he wanted to go against them. And that was the nature of the beast, and it was the competitive nature that he had in him. But now it's about, at the end of the day, championships. And it doesn't matter about if you score 60, 70 points a game at the end of the day. That's good. That's added on to, a record stat that, probably could be touched and it can't be touched. But at the end of the day, you got to make sure that your body is physically well rested. So that way, if you're that good enough, you go into the postseason and you can make it to the finals. Because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, it's about a championship. Yeah. It's like you said. You told me, like, the bubble championship don't count for the Lakers. Okay, I understand that. But if it's up there in the rafters, it counts. Now, if I tell you the Lakers got 5 championships, you're going to be like, 5 championships? When LeBron won 5 championships? It's not up there in the rafters. So it's just like, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, it's about championships. And if you're not competing for championships, then you're not competing for them. You just another average regular player that's on vacation with his family, and injuries. I don't know. I for some apparent reason, I believe that some people believe that the reason why there's so many injuries is because the length of the season. I think that for the money that these guys are making, they should not shorten the NBA. They should not shorten the season, man.
I agree with you because, okay, you imagine as a fan of basketball, Michael Jordan, John Stockton, those guys went out there, bust their ass off, right? 82 games, 9 times. On top of this, Mike was winning MVPs. He was winning scoring titles, finals. And that's why when people compare the era, I'm like, man, this era ain't the same because load management, like Kawhi Leonard, man, I'm so disappointed in Kawhi Leonard, man. Like, like when the Clippers first got together, it was in 28. When Kawhi went there, I was sitting on my couch and I was like, man, I was like, this is about to be it. Clippers, Kawhi Leonard on the team and Paul George. I'm like, oh man, me being a Laker hater, I'm like, it's over with. Now in the regular season, the Clippers have owned the Lakers, but when playoff time comes, then all of a sudden, Paul George, I'm disappointed in. He's got his elbow, he's injured, he can't play. Kawhi Leonard tore another meniscus, and it's like we keep having hope for these players every season, and they keep doing the same thing. So it's like when we compare the era, Karl Malone and these guys, they were showing up to work every night, and they was giving their all. Win, lose, or draw, they gave their all. That's why I say that era that we watched is far superior in terms of the dedication to the craft. Look at this, Chicago Bulls. I think the Bulls picked up Carter, the point guard from the Milwaukee Bucks, and so they need a point guard. They lost Pat Beverly. Pat Beverly signed to the Sixers. Now, if I was the Bulls, I would have tried to keep Pat Beverly off the bench just for some grit, just for some toughness. They re-signed Vucevic, and Vucevic is not really a tough type of a center. He's more of a finesse, Pau Gasol type of a center. He ain't the type of person that's gonna be like Wendell Carter that's gonna go up for dunks and tip dunks and make all the highlights and stuff like that. And sometimes you need a center like that that's gonna be a dog, because when you go up against the Bulls' problem is that when they go up against Milwaukee owns them. They own them because that man Greek Freak is just too much in the paint.
But Milwaukee, they gave Brook Lopez too much money. Milwaukee is older. Middleton, I think after this season they'll probably break that up, or if they don't, Giannis is gonna request for a trade. I can see Giannis leaving.
Yeah. You saw what Giannis said, right? You saw what he said. He said, that fan asked him, he said, come to the Warriors, and Giannis says, come to the Warriors? I don't know, I'll see, and I'm like this, hey, yo, Giannis, come to my Warriors.
Yeah,
come play with Steph Curry.
That would be insane. I would jump out the seat if he went to the Warriors. That would be crazy.
Yes.
It'll be. I believe that Giannis will probably end up playing in the West.
Yeah.
Maybe he could go play with Curry, but I don't. If they don't, I don't think Giannis is. I don't think Giannis is happy because they fired the coach so quick.
Okay. Right.
And when you look at it on paper, they didn't do anything to make any adjustments. They didn't. This free agents, they didn't do anything. They signed Brook Lopez and they signed Crowder.
Yeah.
They signed Crowder, but Jay Crowder didn't do really nothing in the playoffs.
Yeah, he didn't. He didn't know his role. He didn't really
have Middleton, they gave too much money to Middleton.
Yeah.
That's too much money to Middleton.
And he's injury prone. His knee. Isn't it his knee? His knee's always injured.
His neck,
That's what I'm saying. That's why when the season comes along And it's like you get hyped up about your team, and then close to the time of the playoffs, that person isn't available when you need them. Like Damian Lillard, he's had some injuries too. Damian Lillard has had some injuries too. And sometimes when it get close to playoff time, he ain't available either. Okay,
He's
we've
not
seen
about
this happen. That happened
Right.
in the bubble. He got injured in the bubble.
Right.
And, you know, you see what I'm saying? So it's like, man, you know, these teams get built up, and then, you know, the NBA is going to be different this year, right? Because they got a play-in tournament. Not a play-in, yeah, play-in tournament. Yeah, mid-season play-in tournament. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I don't like the fact that it's like, okay, are we playing for a title or are we playing for a play-in tournament?
I don't like it. I don't like it either. It's either you in the playoffs or you out.
Okay.
That about playing tournament, that was not there when Jordan was playing. That was not around when Magic was playing. That was not around when Kobe was playing. There was no such thing as playing tournament. But going back to what you said, it's for when you don't got Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Dame Lillard in a playoffs.
Yeah.
It's like the NBA loses a lot of money. And it's like you say it all the time. NBA is a marketing strategy. The NBA is about sales.
Right.
At the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Whose fault is that though? Because
you know, it's a whole bunch. You start talking about Adam Silver. You start talking about. I mean, it's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that go into it. But at the end of the day, it's like when the Nuggets played Miami, nobody wanted to really see the Nuggets in Miami. People wanted to see the Lakers in Miami, not the Nuggets.
The Lakers in Boston. They want to see Lakers in Boston.
Right. The Lakers in Boston. Exactly.
Yeah, we don't want to see Jimmy Butler because, you know, someone says too much participation trophies. Yeah, man, this is sick. Right, because they're going to have, isn't it going to be where it's like a Western Conference winner, an Eastern Conference winner, and then you got the mid-season tournament where Adam Silver says they'll play for money because he literally said out of his mouth because everybody can't play for a championship. Well, what the heck are we having basketball? Like,
no, let me tell you something, man. It's just that playing tournament. Nah, it's not. That's not what NBA stands by. That's not
right.
NBA. It's either you had a great season and your
right.
team is good enough to go into the playoffs and you're
right.
competing for a spot to get into that conference final, to get into that finals, that
right.
category of fight to compete for a champion. It was never nothing about playing tournament and all. I mean, I just think honestly, like I don't like the idea. Honestly, I think the NBA got a lot of things to change, man. The slam dunk contest, it was just horrible. Sure. You know, a lot of people like just like John Morant should be in the slam dunk contest.
Yeah.
Zion Williams should be in the slam dunk contest. But I just believe that the NBA, they have to there's some things that they gotta change. And I'm looking forward to next year. I want to see what's gonna happen. I do believe that there could be some changes with players. You know, I don't know if Nuggets, I don't know what they're gonna do to make their team better. You know, I don't know what the Lakers are going to do to make their team better. They got a better squad than what they did. Lonnie Walker just signed with Brooklyn Nets.
Right. Now, to me, the Lakers did Lonnie bogus.
I agree.
The Lakers did Lonnie bogus because Lonnie was playing very well all throughout the season, and then they brought D'Angelo Russell in and they benched him, and they brought Mike Beasley, and Mike Beasley's not even going to be re-signed. He got benched for these guys, and he was a big reason that the Lakers – you know, made it to where they were. And even in the Golden State series, he stepped off the bench and dropped 15 points in the fourth, and the Warriors didn't have an answer for him.
I don't know why they did that. Another thing, I don't even know why they gave D'Angelo Russell all that money.
He didn't play good.
He did not play good. That was a bad move by Pelinka. I don't know.
Play good.
I thought Pelinka was going to trade Russell.
Yeah. Man, especially when I saw them sign Gabe, I'm like, oh, okay, Russell's out of there. But that wasn't the case. That doesn't.
Russell does not. I don't know what was behind that.
Yeah.
But Russell didn't make another one. Schroeder.
Yeah.
I was surprised with Schroeder.
Right. They let go of that Schroeder because Schroeder has been big.
Schroeder can play defense. Schroeder plays defense. Gabe Vincent does not play defense.
And he's big. He was big. He was big for the Lakers the last 2 seasons, but they got rid of him. That's why I'm saying I'm kind of, looking at this whole dynamic, and I'm like, Schroeder was like your spark plug. You got rid of Schroeder. You get rid of who else? They got rid of Beasley. They got rid of Walker. And so now, basically you're gonna rely on Taurean Prince, Austin Reeves, who I think got cheated out of his contract too. Austin could have got a little bit more money. And that's what you got. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna be relying on Austin Reeves. They're gonna be relying on, Prince is a nice 3-point shooter. Rui, he's off and on from the 3-point line. But I feel bad. But I want Golden State to pick up Walker. I want Golden State to give. Walker has had a tremendous. He's had a hard life. So he only got signed to a 1-year deal with the Brooklyn Nets. You're telling me that he's not worth a 2-year deal?
I don't get it. And this is why I'm just like, what are the Warriors doing? Okay, y'all signed Draymond. Y'all gave Draymond the bag. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing?
Well, know they got Mike Dunleavy now. So that's the new basketball GM there. Okay, so we don't know how. I don't like that move, Mike Dunleavy. Now, the Golden State Warriors got rid of Dante DiVincenzo. Let him go.
He got the bag.
He got the bag elsewhere. Yeah, he got the bag elsewhere. Yeah. And then they got rid of. Oh my God, man! Y'all ain't gonna believe who the Golden State Warriors let go. They let go of Rollins. He was the young 3-point shooter in preseason he was the next Klay Thompson on that team. He's a knockdown 3-point shooter. They let him go. What are they doing in Golden State?
I have no clue what they're doing. They were quiet on day 1. They were quiet on day 2. Today's day 3. They haven't done nothing.
They haven't done nothing. I'm
assuming
nothing at all. Are they going to keep Kuzma? I mean, are they going to keep Khalid Kuminga? Because Kuminga, he wants
a bigger role. He wants a bigger role.
He can ball. Him and what's the other guy named Mark Moody? Moody can ball also.
Moody, yeah, he can ball. I don't know what they're doing. What I do know is just like I said, Klay Thompson is going to be a restricted free agent in 2024. Yeah. So there's going to be a lot of players that's going to be, hey, Anthony Davis going to the Warriors. Just imagine.
I don't want him. But Klay Thompson is done.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
I don't want him. Klay is done. But I know the Lakers want him, but Klay is done.
The Lakers will give him money, but he's done. Yeah. But he's done. Yeah.
He scored 7 points in the closeout game. As a matter of fact, he was so bad that I don't know if his ratings went down on my PlayStation, but I'm in a tournament on PlayStation, and I went to go play, and, man, let me tell you something, man. Like, he was like 10 shots he missed. I was like, yo, he got to go, man. He got to go.
He's not. Look, I don't know what. I don't know what they're doing over there in the Warriors. There's a lot of teams that's like question marks. Like, you know what I do like? I like Houston Rockets, man. The Houston Rockets, they trying to do something over there, man.
They're young. They're definitely young.
I like that boy. What's his name? He reminds me sort of like how Kobe played when he came into the league.
Yeah.
Jalen Green. I like Jalen Green.
Yeah. Well, what about Derrick Rose in the Memphis Grizzlies?
Yeah. For a backup. Because supposedly Morant ain't going to play those, he's suspended, 25 games?
25 games. But I think that the union, they were working on, possibly protesting it because appealing that decision because they said there's too many games for him to have a toy gun. And I don't even know why Morant.
Grizzlies still got a good team. They still got a great team. They got Jackson. What's his name? Jared Jackson.
Jared Jackson. Do they still got Luke Kennard? Did Luke Kennard resign? He's out of there. Luke Kennard.
Kennard. I don't know yet. No, I haven't heard anything about Kennard. But they still got Bane. They signed Bane. They picked up Rose.
Marcus Smart.
Marcus Smart. They got
Marcus
Marcus
Smart.
Smart. That was a good pickup. I was really surprised with that.
Yeah, he's a better shooter.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's a better shooter than Brooks.
Yeah.
Boston. I mean, they added Porzingis, but like I said, the thing with Porzingis to me is like, can you stay healthy, Porzingis?
Stay healthy. Can you stay healthy?
If he can stay healthy, oh my God.
Maybe.
If he can stay healthy.
Maybe. Jason. Okay. Okay. So you got that team, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Their problem is too much ISO basketball.
Too much.
I'm telling you, a lot of these kids, if y'all out there, y'all in this D1, all these different programs, listen, work on team basketball because we know you can go out there and get 30. We know you can heat up and drop 30 points and 10 assists and all. The NBA has really duped a lot of people into these stats. But the reason you win is because of team basketball. The reason why anything is successful in that type of industry, you have to be able to play as a team. And the Boston Celtics, they just don't play as a team because it was just Jaylen Brown and Tatum taking their turn. And so how is Porzingis going to fit into this if they don't know how to get him the ball in all his sweet spots? Even if he is healthy, I can see them losing again. Even if he is healthy, because you got to understand that ball has to move around. And so you got all this talent. And that's the thing with the super team. Back when we grew up, you had two players. So you had Tatum, Tatum and Brown. They have to figure this out. You got your star one and star number B, A and B. Who's going to be the alpha and who's going to, allow that alpha to take the lead and who's going to be the role player, sort of superstar. And he can ride along. He's like the Scottie Pippen, the Robin. And that's their problem. They're not winning because of that, man. I don't care how many superstars they add. It just ain't going to happen until they learn that. The coach was horrible. He didn't make no adjustments against the Miami Heat. I'm not going to lie. This is one of the most boring Eastern Conference Finals I've ever watched in NBA history. It was boring, man.
No, listen, man. How the Bucks, nobody's seen that. Nobody's seen that coming. The Bucks got eliminated?
Yes.
By the Heat?
Yes. Giannis should have requested a trade right there.
I would have requested a trade.
I would have been out.
Gone. I would have went to the Warriors.
Right
Gone.
there.
How you lose to the Heat?
They was a play-in team.
In the second round.
They lost in the second round.
And they were talking about Milwaukee was supposed to go to the finals.
Exactly. And they lost in the second round. How? I'm out. I'm not coming back.
I can expect that from the Knicks.
Yes.
I can expect that from the Knicks. Not from Milwaukee. Not from Milwaukee. And then they go.
Bucket had 56.
That's what I'm saying. And then they go and they sign Middleton. They gave him money. They gave Middleton the bag. And then they gave Brook Lopez the bag too. And they took both old players. If I'm Giannis, I'm requesting for a trade today.
I'm not coming back next season. He went off and he was upset and he was angry. First round they lost. Oh, he said they lost in the first round. But yeah, they lost in the first round, not the second round. They lost the first round to the Miami Heat. Yeah, you're sure right. They did. They lost in the first round to the Miami Heat.
Excuse me.
That was terrible, man. Once that happened, wait. Then also, think about it. Okay, the Sacramento Kings went out in the first round to the Golden State Warriors. And then who else went out, man? Oh, no. The Phoenix Suns. When they went out to Denver. Now, I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm happy that new team won because if you really think about it, the same teams win over and over again. It's the Celtics, the Lakers, the Warriors came in, the Chicago Bulls, but it's not that many teams. The Milwaukee Bucks, okay, they won. So I was happy. But at the same time, it was kind of like, once the Suns left, it was like, what's going on with this NBA playoffs?
Suns was supposed to go to the finals.
Or at least the Western Conference Finals.
Exactly. And the fact that the Lakers surpassed the Suns, I wanted to see the Suns and the Lakers. That's what I wanted to see. Everybody wanted to see that. Nobody wanted to see Nuggets and the Suns. We wanted to see the late. No, so it was if the Suns, who the Suns played. No, yeah, they played the Nuggets.
The Nuggets.
And the Lakers won against Warriors. Then they advanced to Nobody wanted to see the Nuggets. We wanted to see the Suns versus the Lakers.
And
we
the
wanted
Suns
to see
beat the Clippers, right?
No, the Suns beat the Clippers. Yeah, the Suns beat the Clippers. But and then Nuggets beat unfortunately it was just a better team. I mean, but like I said, and then look, man, it's even sad even for the Lakers, man. They got swept by the Nuggets were just a better team. The way they were playing, the way they were rebounding, the way Murray was just unstoppable. They didn't have no answer for the way Anthony Davis was playing against Jokic, I was like, his brain is on vacation mode.
Yeah.
He's not mentally. How you go one game, you score 30 points, the next game you score 9-10 points. I don't get it.
What
I don't get it. And then like, how you expecting a 39-year-old old man to carry a team against a young, dominant, physical presence team in Denver? You can't. Like LeBron, okay, yeah, people say, oh, Anthony Davis, he did his thing when LeBron was injured. Absolutely. All this other stuff. But Jeannie Buss, the Lakers organization, Rob Pelinka, they got Anthony Davis because Anthony Davis was supposed to be the man. Anthony Davis was supposed to give us what he did in the bubble, and he did not show up. He showed up in one game, whatever, 2 games here and there, but it was not consistent. Anthony Davis, that's why if it was me, I wouldn't give Anthony Davis that 3-year, 165 guarantee. That's $165 million for 3 years.
Yeah.
That means that he's gonna be there after LeBron, because next year, LeBron is gonna walk away from the Lakers, or LeBron is not gonna be in the Lakers next year. 2025, LeBron will not be in the Lakers next year.
But he want to play with his son.
He's going to play with his son, and then that means that okay, the Lakers will have that money, but Anthony Davis, it's just, listen, man. I'm like Kendrick Perkins said. I would not give Anthony Davis 165 3 years. I would not give it to him right now. He got to show me. He got to show me what he's about. That's a lot of money. I would not give Anthony Davis 3 years, $165 million, and he's always getting hurt. He's always injured. No, that's not what the Lakers got him for. The Lakers got him there to be the face of the franchise. The Lakers got him there for the type of player that he was in the Pelicans. He was an amazing player. He was an all well-rounded player. He got his championship, and it's like, where's Anthony Davis at?
Well, in fairness, he was injured as a Pelican.
He was injured as a Pelican, but the Lakers gave so much to get Anthony Davis.
But they did that for LeBron. Okay, in fairness, because I went back and I searched this out. Davis, he had shoulder injury, remember? When he was over there in the Pelicans uniform. So they dealt with the same scenario, but when he was healthy, he was one of the better players. But the issue is, we can't separate. Right.
He's injury prone, Sage. The injury, the situation with Davis is when Davis is putting up 30, 15, 5, he is top 5 player in the NBA. Hands down. He's one of the best players in the NBA, Anthony Davis. But he is not consistent. Yeah. And this is where we talk about this contract extension.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go and give somebody a major bag, like $165 million for 3 years, that means that if they sign Anthony Davis, that means that Anthony Davis will be there.
Right.
And then LeBron James will be long gone.
Right.
That would be Anthony Davis's team. I wouldn't do it.
But you know what? To be honest with you, I'm gonna be honest with you. When LeBron hurt his feet, and Anthony Davis went on that run with the players around him, D'Angelo Russell and everybody, to make that playoff push. And the Lakers do play better when not when LeBron is not on the court. This version of LeBron, is not the same as that Heat version of LeBron James. So
No.
when the Lakers went on that run, LeBron wasn't on the court. It's just that Anthony Davis had to stay a little bit healthy. So they got a better record. Just look at the record. They got a better record when Anthony. And the proof is this: in 2019, when LeBron James came over to the LA Lakers, and I'm not just trying to get on LeBron, they were barely at 500. They were below 500. And then when they made a playoff push, when he activated playoff mode, they lost to the Knicks, and the Knicks ended up eliminating them from playoff contention. They brought over Davis in the pandemic bubble year, and they ended up winning the title then. So what it shows is when Davis is not healthy, they can't win. When Davis is healthy, he's their best player on the team.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's better than LeBron.
Better than LeBron.
And LeBron, first things off, LeBron should not be playing all those minutes at all.
Yeah.
He should not be playing those minutes. So LeBron should be playing less minutes than Anthony Davis, hands down. LeBron James should not be scoring 30 points a game at all. At all.
Well,
LeBron
why is he doing that?
He should not.
But why? Why is he doing it? Because he was trying to pass Kareem, though.
Of course, that was the only reason why he was doing it, and obviously for stats and all this other stuff. But it's Darvin. They got this season coming up. I don't know how they're gonna do with his minutes, but I seen Anthony Davis was in the gym. He was training in boxing. Supposedly this last season he was overweight. He's not in the shape. Supposedly LeBron James is up. According to LeBron James's team, he's mad at Anthony Davis because when the season started, before the season started, preseason, Anthony Davis was not NBA ready. His body was not NBA. He was out of shape. He was out of breath. And LeBron James did not like that. And I do believe that there's tension between LeBron James and Anthony Davis.
Okay.
I don't think I will break it up. It's either gonna get rid of LeBron, which the Lakers are not gonna do that, or you get rid of Anthony Davis. I think they had a run. I think they gotta break it up. The same thing with Boston. They gotta break up that trio. There's a lot of trios that they need to break up. But the Lakers, Anthony Davis and LeBron James, I don't think they're gonna win another championship together. In fact, I don't even know if LeBron is gonna win another championship. But I mean, I just gotta break it up, man. They gotta break it up.
If they don't win next season, which I don't want them to win,
I don't. They're not gonna win next season because their team looks good on paper, but once again, is LeBron James gonna play a whole season? No. Is Anthony Davis gonna be healthy enough to play a whole season? I don't think so.
No, but
exactly.
But there are some tricks. Oh, we got a comment here. It says, "Oh, okay." So he wants to ask you. He says, "LeBron, did he fake that foot injury? It looks fine to me with the foot injury."
Yeah, LeBron they probably gave LeBron something. They probably gave him steroids. You never know.
Yeah, they probably
gave LeBron steroids because when Michael Jordan was playing for the Washington Wizards at 38 years old.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan, you can tell he could still play the game, but he was not the same person as what he was when he was playing for the Bulls.
Yeah.
He couldn't. LeBron James, so for him to be doing the things that he's doing, I don't know. Maybe he is taking steroids. The guy is dunking. The guy is going into a crowd, jumping over the second row. I mean, I don't know.
You don't do that at that age.
Steroids.
You don't do that at that age. But here's the thing, though. Now, he is not able to. He even with all that still. Okay, so he said EPO. That did come out. The guy says EPO. That did come out this year, and what EPO is a PED. Like if you're a bike rider, it gives you endurance. So he has had some great endurance.
Right.
But he ain't able to defend. I'm watching LeBron James, and he's playing on one side of the basketball, but he's taking breaks on the other side of the basketball.
Yeah, he's not the same person, man. Like the flopping and all that, that's another rule. LeBron flopping, everybody flops. I think everybody flops.
Marcus Smart. Marcus
They
Smart.
gotta stop. They gotta stop the flopping. The NBA needs to
Yeah.
stop the flopping. They just
Yeah.
gotta stop it. They gotta
Yeah.
create a rule to stop the flopping because the
Yeah.
flopping is just overboard. It's
Yeah.
overboard.
Yeah.
The Lakers went to the when they played the Warriors. They
Right.
went to the line. I've never seen an NBA team go to the line that much. I mean, the NBA wanted the Lakers to go to the final. It didn't happen because it's like what you said, when they played the Nuggets, then they seen, okay, well, the Lakers are not as good as we thought. Okay, they were good, but not good enough to beat the Nuggets.
Yeah. They weren't
You know
good
what I
enough.
mean? They started the season 2-10.
Yeah.
It was bad. Okay, they made adjustments. Okay, I was surprised that they even got to that level because if there was no such thing as playing, the Lakers would not be in the play. They would not be in the playoffs. And the Timberwolves gave the Lakers problems.
Yeah, the Timberwolves gave them problems, but here was the problem: is that Rudy Gobert got suspended, and my conspiracy theories to me is like, okay, they picked the Lakers game to sit him out, but then the game, I forgot who they played to make the play in.
It was the Pelicans, I think.
Okay, he plays. So if he would have played in that game with the Lakers, they probably wouldn't be in the playoffs because that's a big thing. Davis don't like to play against other bigs, and when you have a big such as Anthony Davis, such as Rudy Gobert available, he clogs up the paint, and so LeBron, all his points are mostly in transition. Go look at the shot chart. A lot of it's in the paint, and it's in transition, and he shoots a lot of threes. He's not like Kobe or Mike. Kobe can get that ball in the half court, Mike get that ball in the half court, or bring it up and create their own shot, can take you off the dribble, get you in the post, and do God knows what to you. Where LeBron and the Lakers become dangerous if you make a stupid turnover and then LeBron's on a fast break, trucking down, and he dunks on you. Or he switches off and gets a smaller guard like Jamal Murray, even though Jamal Murray was D'ing him up because he just ain't the same LeBron. Don't got the that first step anymore. He just ain't the same. I know LeBron fans, all across the world don't want to hear what we saying. Golden State made LeBron run up and down the court in that series, making him tire out. Oh, yeah. Now, see, Golden State, they did do that to him. They had LeBron going up. You know what I wanted to see was the Sacramento Kings play the Los Angeles Lakers.
That would have been a good series. That would have been a good series. You know what? I thought Sacramento Kings were gonna win that series.
Oh, against the
Warriors because Sabonis was giving Draymond a lot of props. Sabonis, he could play.
Yeah.
Sabonis could play.
Yeah.
And Sabonis could play. And I mean, he gave Draymond a lot of problems.
Yeah.
And Fox and what's this guy's name over there?
The point guard, De'Aaron Fox.
De'Angelo Fox and that other guy. What's
Monk? Monk was killing. Monk off the bench and killing. Keegan Murray. That boy, that became one of my favorite players. I was hearing Keegan Murray. I was like, man.
Listen, man. They gave Sabonis the bag. Sabonis deserved the bag. He's young, talented.
Yeah.
The Kings need one more play. The Kings need, you know what the Kings need? They need a Giannis over there. Just imagine a Giannis.
They need to just run it back because I believe right now, if the Golden State Warriors play them right now, the Golden State Warriors are done.
Oh, yeah. Right now?
If they play them right now.
Oh,
Because Chris Paul ain't going to be able to push the ball up the court like that without blowing his hamstring or his groin. Like, I
don't even know what was the whole purpose of Golden State getting Chris Paul. When they did that move, I said, oh my God, they got even older.
It could be for one reason, though. All right. I don't see Chris Paul being with the Warriors long term. Now, you remember when they got D'Angelo Russell? They really didn't like D'Angelo Russell, but they used him for sign and trade for Andrew Wiggins.
Right.
He may not finish the season out. No. And come trade deadline, they could use Chris Paul for a sign and trade for someone who's going to need a point guard to probably get the person that they need. But Steph Curry has made it seem like he wants to play with Chris Paul, and I don't know how that's going to work.
Listen,
You know what I'm saying?
Steph Curry's a great. Besides him being a basketball player, Steph Curry is a great guy, man.
Yeah,
Steph Curry is like a Derek Jeter of the New York Yankees.
Yeah.
He's the captain. Steph Curry is like a Kobe Bryant in LA, bro.
Yeah,
Steph Curry is the man. Steph Curry, I believe, will retire. I don't see in my wildest dreams Steph Curry getting traded there. So
No.
anybody, Steph Curry, I got a lot of respect for him because he's a really respectful guy.
Yeah.
He stays out of people's business. You don't see him in the news. Him and his wife, they're really good people.
Right.
He makes his other teammates better.
Right.
And he got a lot of respect for me, man. Steph Curry is the man. Like when he retires, people still gonna be talking about Steph Curry, man. Steph Curry is the man.
Yeah.
He doesn't complain. Steph Curry doesn't complain.
Nah.
You never see him. Oh, I need this. I need that.
Yeah,
like LeBron. Although I like LeBron, he's one of my favorite players. LeBron does a lot of complaining.
Yeah.
And it's like you said, Sage. Every season, LeBron got a new team.
He got a new team.
Every season, he got a new team.
Whole new team.
Every season, and then it's like there's always something going on. It's always something happening. I like to see him play. I love seeing LeBron play. But it's like every season he got a new team. And it's like, Steph Curry, man. Steph Curry ain't got no team right now.
No,
Steph Curry does not have any team.
Don't have no team. He don't have no help right now. He actually doesn't have any help. He got Andrew Wiggins. And, LeBron will mess around and get a new team by the trade deadline. If this don't work out, half the dudes will be gone. And
let me tell you something. If this doesn't work out, Anthony Davis, they might trade Anthony Davis by the deadline.
By the trade deadline. Well, they're probably not going to do Anthony Davis, but they'll find some other people to move off the roster before they move Anthony Davis because,
D'Lo, I can see D'Lo. I can see them ended up trading D'Lo.
Trading D'Lo, but they gave him, D'Lo, he just don't play defense.
D'Lo don't play. D'Lo, I don't know why the Lakers were supposed to get Bruce Brown. I don't know why they did not give Bruce Brown the bag.
They did not get Bruce Brown, well.
Because supposedly Indiana overmatched the Lakers.
Okay.
So the Lakers had Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown was coming to the Lakers.
Yeah.
But Indiana offered him more money.
Yeah, offered more money.
And that's why they got Gabe Vincent. And Gabe Vincent don't play defense.
He don't play no defense either. He says, okay, okay, I thought he said something like, he don't. No, Gabe Vincent don't play no defense. But Gabe Vincent, I'm surprised Miami gave him up.
Miami gave him and Max Strus up.
And they were their best players in the postseason. From
Max Strus, they gave Max Strus. Max Strus got the bag. And Max Strus went to where? Houston, I think.
Right, yeah. Oh, no, one went to the Cavs, right? One went to the Cavs and the other
Max Strus went to the Cavs. Right.
Went to the Cavs.
And I'm like, wait a minute. Why Damian Lillard wants to go to the Miami Heat?
Look, he probably better. You know what? Miami Heat. You thinking from this perspective. I've never been to Miami, but I'm thinking of the situation. It's probably party.
Hey. You want to go to Miami, man. Miami's nice.
Okay, that's probably what it is. It's probably
hey, Sage. Miami, you know what, Sage? Miami is your type of vibe.
It's not. But see, here's the thing. I got a LeBron fan on here. Actually, he lives in Miami. He's a / Trump supporter, so I'm always playing with him, whatever. But he walks the strip, and once he walks the strip, that's it. And so it's like, okay, well, I might as well go to Vegas then because it's probably a bigger strip. You know what I'm saying? So once you get off the strip, then it's like in Miami because they got a strip. Then it's
listen, man. You wanna? If I'm an NBA star, if I'm like a star like Curry, LeBron, Durant, Chris Paul, Giannis, Drake, I don't want to play in Portland. No, I want to play in New York.
No,
I want to play in LA, and I want to play in Miami. I don't want to go to Denver.
Yeah. Or
I
any
don't want to go.
California team. Any California team.
Yeah, I
I'll
don't
play.
want to. I don't want
Yeah,
to go to the Pelicans. There ain't
yeah.
nothing out there. I
You're
want to
not
go to
out there.
Miami,
Oh yeah. At best, Chicago, but you know,
Chicago. I don't want to go to Chicago. I
you
want
go
to
to
go
Kyrie.
L.A., Clippers, Lakers,
Yeah,
Warriors,
yeah.
Miami, and the Knicks
Okay.
or Brooklyn.
Or the Kings or the Clippers. Yeah, the Clippers and the
That's
Kings
it.
or the Kings. I'll play for the Kings because it's still a California team. You still got nice weather.
Yeah, yeah, but
You
not man. No, listen, man. I don't blame Damian, but here's the thing right now. The front office, Portland's front office, they went in there and requested a trade, but the front office now is saying, well, we ain't gonna trade you if we don't get no value back. We need to get a star back. And it needs to be a it needs to be a 3-team trade. So
he gonna get traded because once you say I want to be traded, then nowadays you can't keep a player because now if he gets injured, you're not gonna get
there
anything
was
back
one
from him.
team, I seen it today, they were willing to trade like 6 players or 5 players plus draft picks to get Dame Lillard.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah, you got to because that's Dame Lillard. That's tickets being sold in your auditorium. That's gonna hype up the fans. But you gotta have somebody with him. You don't want to put him in the same situation that he was already in Portland
nah,
because they got rid of CJ McCollum, and I was like, damn, okay. I knew when CJ McCollum was gone, that was his number two. That
right.
Pelicans were done there. But then they brought in, Grant, and Grant is a great player. But see, you want to have in this NBA, you want to have Grant, McCullough, and Lillard all on the same team. You need those three on the same team for it. You can't just have, you know, Damian Lillard, and then you got the center. Oh my God, what's their center name, man? He was such a disappointment because he's injured and everything like that. He kind of plays like Jokic. But yeah, so man, I don't know, man. I think Damian Lillard, man. I hope the best for him, and I hope he's able to get in a good location, man. Portland hasn't won a championship since 1977.
Listen, man, I believe that there's some teams that's gonna do some other adjustments. I'm looking for Harden to be on the go on the way out. I don't see him staying. I look for Dame Lillard to be on the way out. Um, uh, there's some free agents that are still up there on the board. You got Christian Wood. Like I said, Christian Wood. The Warriors should pick up Christian Wood.
They should, but they're not because look at the bigs the Warriors had over their time winning. The best one they got was DeMarcus Cousins, and he was injured. But Festus
Right.
Ezeli, I couldn't stand Festus Ezeli. Andrew Bogut, I like the Andrew Bogut. They got Paul, was it Paul West or David West? I liked him, but the bigs they had, it says the Blazers' best chance of going to the NBA Finals was in 2019. Who did they lose to in 2019? Was it the Golden State Warriors? They lost to somebody in 2019. Somebody they lost to in 2019. I can't remember, but I think it was the Golden State Warriors, right? And then the Warriors go on to play. I don't remember, but yeah, that was the last time there. So you're right. I mean, look, Blazers aren't going to. Their best chance actually was when they in 1993 when they played the Chicago Bulls and Michael Jordan with Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter. Ever since then, Scottie Pippen came in. Oh, I don't even want to mention Scottie Pippen no more. I am over Scottie Pippen and Larissa Pippen and all them guys.
I'm done. I'm done.
I,
Listen, man. Scottie Pippen to me, he's a great NBA
yeah,
player, one of the
yeah,
greatest 50.
yeah,
But what he said about Jordan,
yeah,
I don't agree.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
He
yeah,
talked
yeah,
he talked really bad about Jordan.
yeah,
And listen, his wife.
yeah,
Here's the thing, right? It's like, don't get mad at Jordan because his son is dating your ex-wife. That's
yeah.
not Jordan's problem.
No problem. That's not Joe's problem. That's not his problem.
It's like, look, if I'm an NBA player and I got all this money, I'm worth $50 million. I'm not gonna be sitting here dating a girl or getting married to a girl that 10 other guys dealt with in the NBA and rappers and all. I'm gonna deal with a woman that none of these rappers touch, None of these NBA players such, because you know how these women, it's sad to say, but you know how these women, they go around, man. And it's just like, Larissa Pippen, she's making, she's after the money. She's after the bag. But Scottie Pippen, it's like, bro, you too old to be, like, you over here. One time you said LeBron James was better than Michael Jordan. Then you said, Michael Jordan wasn't a good player until I came, and played with him. I'm like, bro, what is you smoking, man?
Yeah, what he smoking? He's smoking something.
You on that good, man. Like,
Yeah. Well, he just said, Michael, he said on the podcast with Stacey King, he said, did you see all those shots what Michael Jordan took? He said they were terrible, horrible shots. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Nah.
In 1998, who hit that game-winning shot to give you the chip?
Exactly. But listen, man, that guy, he's pathetic. He's sad. The thing with Jordan is that I got a lot of respect about Jordan. Jordan is not the person to be all up in the tabloids. Jordan never spoke about.
Yeah.
He never spoke about politics.
Yeah.
He never, he respected everybody.
Yeah.
And he doesn't speak bad about nobody.
Yeah.
Even when they had the 75th anniversary, he gave LeBron a hug. He had respect for LeBron. And like I said, man, Jordan, although his sneakers are very expensive, but he's just, he never talked bad about, Scottie Pippen, man. He never did that, man.
He always said good stuff, like, I couldn't have won without Pippen. When they tried to trade Scottie Pippen, he said, well, I'm glad they didn't trade Scottie Pippen for Shawn Kemp because I would have walked away. He gave Pippen his credit, man. So what is wrong with Pippen? Because, okay, the LeBron conversation, well, first Scottie Pippen said LeBron ain't better than him until we get 6 rings. So it's like, Pippen, which one is it? Is he better than you? He ain't better than you? Then, Mike wasn't about the team and all this other kind of stuff. But the 6 rings that you got on your fingers is because pretty much MJ, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying nobody else mattered. But when it came down to the big shots, they wasn't passing it to you. It was passing it to Mike to knock down.
Right. I just don't get it. But before we wrap this up, I get off, I want to say right now, these are the players that are available in free agent. You got Christian Wood, you got PJ Washington, which is a restricted free agent from Charlotte. You got Grant Williams from Boston. He's still up on the board. Somebody could grab him. He plays great defense.
Yeah.
You got Kelly Oubre from Charlotte.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
You got Mason Plumlee, which is still on the board. He's a center. You got Malik Beasley. You got Mateus, the guy from Portland, the small forward. Mateus. You got Ayo Deesman from Chicago, a point guard. You got Mo Bamba. I'm surprised that nobody picked up Mo Bamba, bro.
Hey, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. He didn't look that good with the Lakers.
No, he did not.
He did not look that good with the Lakers.
Terrence Ross. Terrence Ross is still up for grabs.
Yeah, I would leave him alone too. I'll probably leave him alone, but Grant Williams, I would look into the Grant. Kelly Oubre is a free agent. Look, man.
Kelly Oubre is a free agent.
Oubre was on the Warriors, and he wasn't a good 3-point shooter, but
his stats was 2022, 2023. He averaged 20 points a game and 5 assists. He shot 31.9% from the 3-point, and he was 43.1% from the free throw line. Field goals. I don't understand why nobody picked up Kelly Oubre.
I don't understand that either.
Small forward, and Grant Williams. I mean,
Grant Williams, he needs to get picked up. I think he's going to the Bulls. I think I said the Bulls are interested in. They said he's interested in Grant Williams. So he's a yeah. Maybe that's why they cut Pat Beverly, because he's a better defender, and he's a younger defender.
Christian Wood is the biggest name, and he still hasn't got picked up. Nobody picked him up, but he's the biggest name.
If the Golden State Warriors don't pick up Christian Wood, look, I am tired of Kevon Looney. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Kevon Looney, he be grabbing some boards. He be getting the boards, man. 20 boards, 10, 15 boards. I'm like, but he can't score. He can't put the ball in the hoop. He's falling all over the place. He's not going to be able to defend Anthony Davis.
He's not that player. He's not.
Right. So you need a Wood. You need Woods because he's more athletic, man. Or you need to try to go get James Wiseman back. Say you're sorry. And because Draymond was saying he was on Wiseman too much. It's like, I understand, like, look, I'm over Draymond, man, but I know, I don't know, man. Like Draymond, he'll have 0, 0, 0, 0. But I understand that he can.
I got a question for you, man. What's gonna happen? Who's Skip replacement gonna be?
Skip Bayless? You talking about Shannon Sharpe?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? With all these things that have happened over the last several days, it seemed like we were just being bombarded with so much information because we had free agency, and then I actually had to try to find a way to, when making videos, stuff like that, calm down myself, because how do you report on 20 firings, related to the NBA with ESPN and all the free agency stuff that was going on? And then last week we had Skip Bayless, or prior to that we had Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharpe fall out, and unfortunately that didn't work. So it could have worked. I don't know where he's gonna go. I don't know, man. There's a lot of opens because there's a lot of people who just got fired this week. There's a lot of people who just got Jalen Rose. There's a lot of people who just got fired this week, and
I can see Keyshawn Johnson.
Okay.
I mean, whoever gets Skip's place, he has to be. I would assume they would want to put like a football player.
Yeah, to balance.
Yeah, to balance. And I can see, I can see Shannon Sharpe and ESPN.
Him and Stephen A.
Of course, that'd be amazing.
That'd be amazing. But ESPN gonna want to spend the money because it seems like they're trying to save money right now.
That's the problem. I don't even know why FS1. Well, I don't think it was FS1 that got rid of Shannon Sharpe. I think it was Shannon Sharpe. Even though he gave respect to Stephen A. Bayless, he gave respect to Bayless.
Yeah.
Skip Bayless. And Skip Bayless is, honestly, he's up there. He's one of the GOATs up there. He's really good. He knows his stuff. But Shannon, I think Shannon just needed to be, honestly, to tell you the truth, I wouldn't mind seeing Shannon Sharpe by himself.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fair. Yeah.
That's fair. I would love to see. I like Club Shay Shay. And I would love to see Shannon Sharpe on a show somewhere by himself, talking, because I don't know if ESPN can give him the bag, and or who knows, man, maybe FS1, but FS1 got too many shows. FS1 got Undisputed. They got that show with what's this guy after Undisputed? What's that show after?
You're talking about I know you're talking about the basketball player Jay Williams.
No. They got FS1 got the show with that dude that loves LeBron. What's his name?
Shannon. You talking about Kendrick Perkins?
Nah, man. Kendrick Perkins on ESPN. Let me see something here.
He's the bald head guy.
Yeah.
He the bald head guy who actually
Right, FS1, right?
Yeah,
FS1, they got. Let me see something here. Okay. FS1 got. I can't. Okay.
FS1. The bald head guy. He's always defending LeBron. He's defending LeBron. Yeah. Or is that ESPN? Because he got a
Nah,
couple guys.
that's ESPN. Let me see. Sports. I got it right now. Okay, so okay, I got it right here. So FS1 got they got FS1 got what's right with Nick Wright.
Okay.
That's your boy, Nick Wright.
Yeah. Yeah,
Then
Nick Wright. Oh my
yeah.
God. Yeah.
Then they got Undisputed, and then they got The Herd,
Yeah.
and then they got that show. No, it's First Things First, and then they got Speak with that what's her name? With Speak is with that chick, the football player, and the other guy. But yeah,
Malika Andrews got saved.
yeah, Malika Andrews definitely got saved.
Yeah, she got saved, but I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I feel like some of the personalities they got rid of, they could have kept.
Listen, man, Malika Andrews got saved because ESPN needs African American people on there, and if they keep on firing these African American, because okay, they fired Max Kellerman, but he was, I think, oh yeah, they followed Jeff Van Gundy, okay, but they fired Jalen Rose, Keyshawn Johnson, who else they fired?
All of them. Paul Pierce, Jalen Rose.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like Matt Barnes, they let Scottie Pippen, they let a lot of people go. So for me, it's just like, honestly, I would prefer Rachel Nichols over Malika Andrews.
Yeah.
She's more knowledgeable. Yeah, she has experience. She's like one of the GOATs for the female era. She knows her stuff. Yeah. Malika Andrews is very beautiful. She's pretty, whatever. But I mean, like I said, man, Shannon Sharpe, wherever he goes, he's gonna be good. If they touch Stephen A. Smith, oh my God.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
Yeah. Oh, he's right though. He is right. They have kept all of the LeBron buckets.
Yeah, they have. Because Kevin Perkins, what's his name? Kendrick Perkins.
Yeah.
He loves LeBron. Right. He used to play LeBron. What's the other guy from LA? Him too. They kept him.
Richard Jefferson. They kept him.
No, yeah, Richard Jefferson's still there.
So anybody who's plugged with LeBron, you see what he's doing? Anybody that's plugged with LeBron still has a job. So that means that
everybody that's plugged with LeBron got a job, pretty much, right. Yeah.
Right. So next year, when we hear the commentating, we're not going to hear anything objective. It's probably going to be a whole bunch of, oh my God, LeBron this, his 20th year. At least it was some type of balance. Now there's no balance now.
Nah, there's no. Listen, man, I don't even know who. I would love to see Mark Jackson become a coach.
Oh, Mark Jackson, coach, yeah, but he messed up with Golden State. The whole Christian thing he did, because that he's a Christian, and they felt like he was forcing his faith on to others, which he really wasn't. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't understand that. That's his faith. I don't understand the big, but that was apparently a really big thing. And they felt like he was trying to, get these guys to go to church and stuff like that. And ESPN and NBA and all that didn't like that, so they had a problem with that. So that's why Mark Jackson is out the league. And then I guess they felt like he maybe didn't like gays and other stuff like that. And so, but that wasn't the thing. You know what I'm saying? So they made a big deal out of it. That's why he's not getting a job as a coach. It's bogus. It's bogus. He should be a coach. It's bogus.
I mean, it is bogus. I feel like he built that Warriors team. He was one of them that built that. And yeah, it's sad that he was not able to basically, get a job anymore. I mean, but I'm surprised they kept him. But I mean, yeah, man, we should do this again.
Yeah, we'll do it again, man. We'll do it again, man.
Hey, what's up? What's up, man? I see you at Lifetime. What's up? How is it over there? It's nice?
It's real nice over there.
It's expensive though. I know it's expensive.
Yes, it is. But well, this weather, man, going on across the country, man, has been affecting the summer. I'll just be honest with you. On the West Coast, I wish I was on the West Coast because I could enjoy my summer. But we flooded here. The expressways are flooded, man. My whole backyard's flooded. So the pool area Lifetime we can't really use because the weather has been bad, and the lifeguards don't want to come up there when the weather is bad. So other than that, I mean, this gym is nice. You get the personal training that comes along with just being.
They got a basketball court. It's worth it. It's worth it. You pay for what you get in life, and it's worth it. Cause Lifetime is like a movie. You know what I mean? Like you could work out, take a shower, go upstairs, get in the pool. They got a place to eat. You want to get your hair done? You a woman? They got a spa. They got everything.
They got wine because you want to go over there and get drunk. You can. They got work area where you can,
They got. Listen, man. I'm thinking about getting off this truck and getting me a job at Lifetime, bro.
No. I got a few friends who, got jobs there because their membership is free. Just for that, just to get the membership because all the other things that come along with it. Like I said,
They had I think it was a management position, and it deals with more operations, and I think it also has something to do with like facilities, which is like the cleanliness of like Lifetime. And Lifetime, actually, I filled out an application for them last year, and they were gonna hire me as an assistant to the general manager, and this was in I believe in Skokie. They got great perks there, man. Honestly,
they got great perks. They got
great perks. It's a really good gym. It's like Lifetime is like Equinox.
Yeah, it's like Equinox. Yeah.
And Equinox, they got it in New York, they got it in Chicago, they got it in Miami. It's like an Equinox.
Yeah.
And to be quite honest with you, man, it's like when you really look at it, where are you gonna take your kids at in Chicago? There's not really that much, So taking them to Lifetime and getting in the pool and stuff is good because they got a slide. They can do things or whatever. But listen, man, I'm like you, man. I want to get out of Chicago.
Oh, Chicago. Yeah. Chicago.
I'm thinking about, I really like Texas. I wish I could do like San Francisco or San Diego, but I like Texas, man. I like Dallas, Houston.
What about Vegas? Vegas
is nice. I was just in Arizona. It's too hot in Arizona, man.
Really?
It is too hot.
Okay.
It's hot. You think Chicago's hot?
I know Chicago ain't.
Arizona. I was in Arizona last week, and it was extremely hot.
Yeah.
Extremely. My cousin is moving to he's moving to Phoenix in September because he got a job. He just graduated at University of Notre Dame, and I'll be going over there to see him time to time. But Vegas is nice. I mean, you know what I don't like about Vegas? Vegas got a lot of it's a lot of homeless people over there, man.
But that's the West Coast. And not only the West Coast, that's happening here in Illinois too. The leaders got to get together and do something because that started with all the gentrification, price raising, inflation, killing the economy, man. The gas just went up this month. The groceries are going up again this month.
But guess what? It's not going up. The pay ain't going up.
Pay ain't going up, period. You know what I'm saying?
And everybody, listen, man, when you got kids and you got rent and all this other stuff, it's like a 3-bedroom in Chicago in the suburbs is like $3,000, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's expensive. Listen, you could go and buy a house in Texas right now.
For that.
For that,
right. But that's happening in Vegas.
And get 4-bedroom, 2-bed. And then it's like the pay is not adding up. Gas is going up, food is going up, and the pay is not going up. I don't understand. But I don't know what's going on. I believe we need a change. I don't believe it's Biden. And I don't want to stay in Chicago, man. I'm thinking about going somewhere else, but I don't like Chicago, man.
Yeah, or Chicago is just it's like when New York was the Gotham City, the Batman used to say, but Batman in Chicago is synonymous with Gotham City because actually there's I'll drop it on you. I'll drop it in your inbox. There's a website that records everything that goes on in Chicago, and I got put onto this website 2 weeks ago. And so when I opened this up, they so many videos of the girls taking over the expressways, twerking, uh, getting hit by cars on the expressway because they're jumping out, twerking and stuff like that. Driving down the street, man, like it's tearing up cars. There's a lot of stuff going on, and so that's why I said the West Coast is better. I think in some sense.
Yeah, West Coast. You told me you got a cousin that lives in San Francisco, right?
I got an uncle who lives in San Diego. In San Diego, I got an uncle who lives in San Diego.
Would you go over there? Would you go over there?
I don't know. I had to go visit. We're working on going to Vegas right now. Vegas is getting the expansion teams. They're getting. They may be
Vegas.
getting
Vegas is. I heard great things about Vegas, man. I always tell people at the end of the day, man, if you got an opportunity to move to somewhere else, do it.
Yeah.
Look, I was born and raised in New York. I left in 2017. I moved to Orlando, Florida. I was there for 3 years. I got to experience Florida. It was nice. I never thought in a million years I would live in Chicago. I've been living in Chicago since 2021.
Yeah.
Chicago is a great place. They got great restaurants, a lot of great culture. But to live there, me personally, I'm tired of the cold weather. I don't want to deal with the cold weather no more. And Chicago's too expensive, man. Honestly.
Here you go.
It's too expensive, Chicago, man.
Yeah, Chicago is very expensive. Very
expensive.
Very expensive.
Very expensive. The houses are extremely expensive. It's just the taxes. It's just just an abundance of things. The pay's not going up, and it's just like, for me, it's like, since I've lived in Orlando and I experienced that warm weather, when I came to Chicago, it was like, wow, like I'm back in New York. And it's just like, listen, man, I was just in Fort Worth on Thursday and Friday, and Fort Worth, the area, man, Dallas, it's nice over there, man.
He says nothing feels better than staying in the West Coast. Days feel slower compared to the East Coast. I can see that, because the East Coast, everything is, you know what I'm saying? It's like you're moving.
It's fast. It's a fast-paced life. Everything. Yeah.
And you know what, too, though? You're right. Like I ain't gonna lie, we got some dope food places here. You know what I'm saying? I like to go and eat, experience the food and everything like that, and the culture here. But other than that, you got the violence, the taxes, and everything else that come along with. And our sports teams are mediocre. Our sports teams haven't really been good since Jordan. That was really the thing that we had. So it's like, okay, Derrick Rose era, that died out, and the Chicago Bears, they were still living off the hype of the, So other than that, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, man, Vegas. I had a friend. I used to work with a guy that because I came from the hospitality business, and I used to work for a guy that he lived in Vegas for 10 years, and he told me he loved it. The only reason why I think he came down was because he got an offer to be a general manager in Miami, and it was paying more money. But Vegas, he told me, like, the pay is pretty decent. He told me the hospitality industry is really good. You could buy a house out there. It's great weather. Like I said, and I think that Vegas, they're probably gonna start bringing more teams out there. And like, I think for your business, what kind of business that you do is probably a good out there as well too.
Well, what do you think about the living in the middle of a desert? Because that's the thing. So we've been watching the videos, checking everything out, and it seems like everything's in the middle of the desert. So you got a luxury apartment in the middle of the desert. You have all these different things in the middle of the desert and stuff like that. If you want to.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you one thing is for sure. When I moved to Orlando, it was when I moved to Orlando, it was a different atmosphere for me. It was pretty much like I wasn't used to New York. I lived in the city. I lived in the projects, so I was accustomed to people asking me for money. I was accustomed to people screaming, And when I got to New York, I mean Orlando, everything was quiet. I was in the suburbs.
Right,
You know,
right.
I was staying out there with my aunt and my uncle, so
Yeah.
it was quiet. For me, it was just like at the end of the day, I had to get adjusted to that, and I got depressed. I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
it
yeah.
got after a while, everything started clicking
Yeah.
because I started realizing that me coming home and it was peaceful, it was
Yeah.
quiet, it was nice.
Yeah.
No, I didn't have nobody asking me for anything. I didn't have to worry about somebody trying to, you know, rob me or something like that, or
Yeah.
whatever the situation was. Everybody in my neighborhood was a working class
Citizen.
individual.
Yeah.
So those are the things that, and then the school systems were different.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
those are the things that people look for when you move in, especially when you got kids. You always look for school systems. You
Right.
always look for you know, a better opportunity for
Yeah.
you and your significant other.
Yeah.
And then the weather. You know, a lot of people got health problems, so weather is key aspect too. You
Oh.
know.
Oh, absolutely. Because right now with my cousins actually we just came on. They've been to Vegas a couple times, and I know so Vegas seems like it gives you the feel of always something to do. There's always
Right.
something to do and
Right.
everything like that. And the California gives me the vibe of its beauty. You know, like you
Exactly.
got the beaches and
Exactly.
stuff like that. Now I don't know what else there is to do in Cali besides going to the beach. You know what I'm saying? But you're surfing and all this other kind of stuff. And I don't know
Yeah,
how the
you got a
food is.
lot of things, man. California, sorry to cut you off, man.
No, go
California
ahead, go
is
ahead, go
just,
ahead.
you just, I mean, like I said, and so your business is always gonna be popping, right? Like
Yeah.
the type of work that you're in.
Yeah.
Hospitality. If I ever wanted to get in hospitality and I wanted to, you know, make a decent living,
Yeah.
it would be California. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
Vegas. You know,
Yeah.
San Diego. You know, what's this place where these people live at? The Warriors. Where they from? The Bay Area.
Golden State, the Bay Area. The Bay Area.
No, San Francisco.
San
San
Francisco.
Francisco.
San Francisco.
You know,
Yeah.
because that area, people got money. They want to
Yeah.
spend money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People, you know, it's just, I'm not gonna leave Chicago and go to a place like Missouri.
Oh no. Memphis and stuff like that. Nah.
Yeah,
Nah.
like I don't want to go. Like they told me, oh, you should go to Mississippi. I'm like, yeah,
Nah, you're gonna be
Mississippi
depressed.
is one of the poorest states, and it's
Yeah.
like, what is really to do in Mississippi?
Yeah. What does it really do? It's nothing to do with Mississippi. I got family from Mississippi. And
New Orleans, the same thing. I've been
same
to
thing
New
in New
Orleans. New Orleans is like,
oh yeah.
that's why Zion Williams got these pounds, man. Ain't nothing to
Yeah.
do over there but eat gumbo.
But he gumbo, right? That's why.
That's it.
Right, and he rich, so he's probably got a couple girlfriends, and that's it.
That's it.
There's nothing for him to do. Seattle was nice. I've been to Seattle. I don't like Atlanta. I don't like
Seattle. Seattle's nice. I agree with you. Washington State too.
Yeah. See, I've been to Seattle. In Seattle, it rained and it got warm and stuff like that. Living in Ohio. Oh yeah, living in Ohio. I've been in Ohio. I drove through Ohio. There's nothing to do in Ohio. I don't even know if I was. I don't know how people do it. I don't know how the sports team make it.
Listen, man, I couldn't. Listen, man, I couldn't. I've been through Ohio. I mean, I'm not saying. Listen, I couldn't do Ohio. Ohio gets really cold.
Yeah, it gets. Oh yeah. No, I've been up there.
It's like when I think, like, for me, it's like when I think about the business that I'm in.
Yeah.
Like I'm in trucking. I'm a truck driver, so
Right.
I want to go to Texas. So for me, Texas is suitable for me because I want to get into the oil business. I want to buy my truck, and I want to put it on with a company, and oil out of Texas is amazing. It's like for you in the business of customer service, but you're also in the business of massage and therapy. You got to go to a city that is very lucrative. You got to go like you said, Vegas, California, an area that, you know, is gonna pay you well, so that way you can support your family.
Yeah.
But you can't leave Chicago, like I said, and go to Idaho or Wyoming. It's not gonna work out, bro. It's not.
It's not. It's slow. Yeah, it's poverty. It's slower.
It's slow, man.
The world is changing. The world is changing with the inflation. I
would say, Sage, I would tell you my best advice for you and your family. I would say do do what makes you happy. And, at the end of the day, man, it's nothing wrong with trying a new place, man, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
taking a chance, because, I've always been a big believer in life that I don't want to be an old man at 65 or 70 years old.
Yeah.
If God's willing, I'll make it to that time. And I tell myself I should have, would have, could have, but I didn't do it. My
Right.
friend Sage, he went to California and he was telling me how great the place was.
Yeah.
And he told me that I should, go out there and visit, but I never did it because I was scared. I don't want to be that type, man.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh
don't.
yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to be it.
Oh, that, and that's that's why another thing here. That's why, let me tell you, that's why I'm here, live and on Facebook and do the things I do, because I mean, when I started, broadcasting, not really podcasting yet because there's so many different techniques to it. I had little bitty followers. You see what I'm saying? I had little bitty followers. And then, like I said, I'm almost at 1,000 on YouTube, now growing daily. But
that's true, man.
That took a lot of hard work. It took a lot of hard work to do. And, I'm still learning. I'm still learning Instagram. I'm still learning what to not do and what to do and things like that. But you can't be afraid to do you. You can't be afraid to do things because fear will stop you. You know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, you'll be living here in Oak Brook. You know what I'm saying? Like, Oak Brook is a nice place.
Oak Brook is a nice place, but Oak Brook is expensive. And it's like, I went on the other day. I looked at Oak Brook. The mother of my kids, my ex-wife used to live in Oak Brook. She moved back to Orlando. It's been 4 weeks already.
Wow.
She was paying $2,700 for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. It was 1,068 square footage.
Damn.
It was a small box. I used to live in there with her. It was horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. It was small. Okay, the building, you got a pool, but I got a 4 and a 3-year-old, and they didn't have any space to run around.
Yeah.
So I understand why she moved to Orlando. I get it, and I totally understand it. My kids need space. My son, he had bronchitis, so he suffered a lot from bronchitis.
Yeah.
And like I said, Orlando's a great place to be at. She's from there.
Yeah.
But for the amount of money that you pay, it's not worth it, man.
Yeah, it's not. It's not worth it. $2,700 a month.
It's not worth it.
And they'll raise it. They'll raise it too.
They'll raise you. Listen, when we first got in that place when we first got there in 2021, a 3-bedroom was $2,800. A 3-bedroom right now is $3,500 there.
A 3-bedroom is $3,500.
$3,500 over there in Oak Brook in Arden, where we used to live at.
Yeah. Now that's crazy because
it's too expensive, man.
They're telling you that they're going after a certain demographic of people.
Listen, man.
Pay that. Yeah.
Listen, I can go to Texas right now and get a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, rent a house for $1,800 a month, and it's like 18 to 2,000 square footage.
Wow. Yeah.
Easy. Houston, Dallas, San Antonio, Austin, all those places, man. And that's why you got a lot of people just, I think you gotta, like you said, you gotta visit the place, check it out, and then save money and make a move, because all we doing is making the landlords richer.
Making them richer. Right.
And these places in Chicago, man, like, they got some nice places in Chicago, but it's like going downtown in these high-rise buildings. Who I seen a place for like $6,000, like a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, nice. They had a basketball court in the building. $6,000. Who could afford that?
Wow. That's crazy.
A month.
That's what I'm saying. So the type of people,
month.
Right? That's when you're saying, look, I want. But here goes the thing: you take the 6,000. And it comes with crime.
That's what I'm saying.
A high crime tag, because the crime.
Listen, man. Listen, man. It's Chicago. When I tell people I moved to Chicago, they're like, "You live in Chicago?" I'm like, "Yeah, I live in Chicago, but I live in the suburbs."
Yeah.
I was like, I stay away from downtown because at the end of the day, if I'm going downtown, it's to grab a great bite. but I'm coming
Yeah.
back up to the suburbs.
Yeah.
Oh, but why you live in the suburbs? Well, because I want a peace of life. I want a
Right.
more calmer, you
Yeah.
know, tranquility lifestyle. You know,
Yeah.
and it's very unfortunate what a lot of people got to go through. You
Yeah.
know, but Chicago is not an easy place to live in when you live downtown, and the crime, like even I was very surprised, even like Chicago, like downtown Chicago, where they got all these high-end luxury stores. You know,
Oh yeah.
they get Target, man. They get
Yeah. Oh,
Target.
yeah. Stores, businesses have left. Uh, High-end luxury stores. Uh, we've had shootings in front of those type of stores and things like that, and so that drives up the taxes, the insurance, and those companies get up and leave.
Exactly.
But also, I just watched 3 days ago on YouTube in San Francisco. I want to say the Nordstroms got up and left because the homeless population has gotten so bad in one part of San Francisco, and a lot of malls were shutting down.
Right.
The Westgate Mall ended up shutting down because of crime. Because when you have all the homelessness and poverty, it surges the crime in the area because people have to steal. They have to figure out ways to
Right.
make it, and then the immigrant crisis that's going on, and so all this causes is property taxes to raise. Then that affects everything around you as far as a place to live, because now you have to almost get your hands on an enormous amount of money just to be comfortable. Because if you pay $3,500 for a 2 bedroom or a 3 bedroom or whatever, then you got to eat. And then check this out. They said on, I think it was Nightline or something I watched, the average car note in America is $700. Whoa, the average car note. Now check this out. There are people that I know with great credit or good credit paying $600, $700 for a Chevy Impala. So you got to pay your rent, then you got to pay that for your, Impala or whatever that magnitude, and you still got to buy groceries because $100 and you got 2 or 3 kids. That's not going to get you much groceries.
Hey, the Warriors just signed Corey Joseph to a 1-year deal. A Woj. I don't know who Corey Joseph is.
He played with the Toronto Raptors. I'm not happy.
Yeah.
I'm not happy. Yeah, he could. He's off and on to shoot 3 pointers. He's off and on. I'm not really happy with that with that move. No, I'm not happy, not at all. But okay, I guess they had to do something, so they went and got Corey Joseph. God dang, Warriors, you got to do something better than that, man.
Nah,
Come
they
on,
gotta,
man.
they gotta, they gotta.
Christian
I don't know
Woods.
what. I don't know what they're doing. I would try. If it was me, I'll be trying to sign Kelly Oubre. I'll be trying to sign Christian Wood. I'll be trying to go out there and get somebody. Hey,
Yeah,
Sage.
yeah.
Listen, man, keep on doing your thing. We gotta do this again.
Yeah, we gotta do it again, man.
Keep on posting. I like your posts. I look at your posts every day. I look at all your information.
Yeah.
Like I said, listen, man. I like LeBron. I like how he plays. He is not the GOAT. Michael Jordan is the GOAT. I want you to know that. That's coming for me. Michael Jordan is the GOAT. Kobe Bryant, to me, was a better player than LeBron. LeBron is a good player. I'm not going to lie. Whatever. He's probably taking steroids, whatever the situation is. But he's done. I do agree with you. He's done. He's not the same player no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. The future of the NBA is very good, man. The future of the NBA is
it can be.
Well.
It can be. Well, we got to get on and talk about Victor Wembanyama. We left him out. We got to talk about Victor Wembanyama. I think
we got to talk about him because he says that he doesn't need muscle mass to play in the NBA.
I think you can beat him because I saw him get hammered in the post.
Listen, man. I want to see Victor play so bad in the summer league, and you know what? Victor's probably gonna play like 3 games, 4 games. That's it. They're gonna cut him out.
He may play 2 because he looks like he could possibly get injured. He gonna play 2 games.
That's it.
Scott. Oh, don't forget Scott. Scott. Yeah, we gotta talk. Yeah, we're gonna schedule this because they're dropping stuff on that we need to talk about through this week. Hopefully, because people been asking to get on live and
I agree. I agree. The comment, they said that the Golden State needs to sign a big man. That's what we've been talking about.
Yeah.
Golden State needs to go after the Christian Wood. They need to go after somebody. Hey, listen, I wouldn't even call Dwight Howard.
Hey, like he said, LeBron, come to Taiwan. Hey, look, man. Hey, bring Howard up. He can do it, man. Howard is the man, man.
Howard's still strong. He's still good. He was a vital aspect of the Lakers winning that bubble championship. So at the end of the day, the Warriors, they need to do something. They need to do something quick. I don't want to see them trying to trade from Harden. I don't want to see them trying to go after Damian Lillard. I want them to get, they need a big. They need a solid big.
Yeah.
They need a big. And like you said, Chris Paul is not going to be on that team long term.
I can't see that. I can't see it. But yeah, man, let's try to do something this week, whatever. And
yeah, hit me up. The weekends work for me, man. But yo, stay busy out there, man.
All right, you too, man. All right.
All right, bro. Holla.